Success always leaves clues. Debunked. It is absolute bullshit. I'm going to share with you why it's bullshit, what you should do instead. Let's rock and roll. The saying sounds pretty cool, right? Success always leaves clues. Model your behavior after successful people, and you're going to be just like them. And a bunch of successful people are telling you to model them. Now, they're not lying to you. If you think this is going to be one of those exposed type videos where I tear other people down, go away. I don't do that shit. I don't need to make other people look bad, so I feel good. Let's take the example. Let's say you're someone who's struggling right now to get their business up and running. Let's say you're under 5K, you're trying to make money, and you're watching me on this video right now. You're going to look at 3 things, and all 3 are wrong. And this is where our observation of success gets in the way. And don't tell me you can't relate. I'm sure you've modeled your favorite influencer, your favorite coach, and it's not working for you, right? I get it. I've been guilty of the same thing. So this is me explaining to you what I've learned by making the mistakes over the years. So let's say you're observing me. You're going to look at me at 3 levels. The first level you're going to look at me is your insecurity. So if you're someone who is bald looking at me right now, you're going to think, I'm doing well because I have hair. Whatever you're insecure about, I once had a guy tell me, confidence coach, ironically, tell me that people didn't work with him because he didn't have abs. Insecurity. You're going to look at the other person and be like, I don't have this and they have this, and that's why they're successful. The next thing you're going to look at, or the next wrong level you're going to look at, is what you would like to have. If you would like to have a better camera, your brain's going to be like, well, he's doing well because he has that camera. That's confirmation bias running in the background. You're confirming to yourself that what you think you need and what other people have is the thing you need. And until you have that thing, it is not going to work for you. You might think it's the lighting. You might think it's the technical equipment I use. You might think maybe I've created a script. You might think that you need to practice your oratory skills to be able to speak on camera. Somebody actually told me, he's like, dude, I just need to brush up the way I'm on camera because I want to be able to speak. I was like, yeah, or you could just do the thing you're naturally good at. Wrong level. Why? First level is wrong, and you're observing all the wrong things because you're operating out of, what am I insecure about? You're operating from right brainers, you can call it lack, left brainers, you can call it whatever insecurity you have. The second thing is what you would like to have. And then the third thing, which is still the wrongest possible observation you can have, is you're going to look at it from the level that you're at. So I've seen people deconstruct pieces of content on the most basic, superficial level possible. And maybe you've been taught the same thing, like, hey, create reels every day. One of my clients was taught to bombard the platform so that her stuff is shown to everybody, and sooner or later someone's going to buy. And so I was like, well, yeah, but if your stuff is shit, aren't you bombarding more people with more shit? So like, aren't you distance? Like, aren't you creating more distance? Aren't you repelling people? She's like, well, I didn't think of that. Yet another level that people tend to look. So I give you examples of like superficial level, like lighting, aesthetics, dark colors, equipment, etc., etc. I've seen people try to reverse engineer the simplest piece of content, the simplest conversion in the wrongest possible way, because they put 2 and 2 together based off of whatever level they're at. So this gives this just all the more reason why the saying you don't know what you don't know is so damn true. I've had people model me, my stuff, my free stuff, my workshops, a lot of my behavior, do a halfway okay job, and then join my program and be like, dude, I've got this all wrong. And so you don't know what you don't know. Now, for everyone telling you success leaves clues, they're trying to get you to buy from them. Screw that. The reason you should buy from someone is not because their success left clues. It's not because you want to wear the same clothes they wear, style your hair the same way, do the weird ass stuff that they do. I've seen people be successful, create 7-8 figure businesses. I've created 5 myself, completely different styles. Some people are extremely results oriented. Some people, 0 results and they have a great business. Some people are heavily into video. Some people are not. There is 1,000,001 ways to build a business. 1,000,001. So it's better to lean into your strengths, and you cannot lean into your strengths unless someone else who's already been there spells out to you why they were doing what they were doing, because half of that will come naturally to them. Ever heard a coach tell you, just go do that and show up every day to work? Because they showed up every day and it worked. Because they were doing lots of things subconsciously that they didn't realize they were doing that were working for them. And so when you show up, it doesn't work. It's not because they're lying to you. That's why I'm not going to tear people down. It's because the things that are working for them on a subconscious level are just not working for you on a subconscious level. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. And so my advice to you is, if you don't want to be spinning your wheels online if you don't want to be spinning a bunch of plates, observing the wrongest possible things. Like one time, one guy came to me with a Frankenstein of a business model because he'd taken the best thing from Russell Brunson and what he thought was the best from here, the best from complete freaking disaster. And I told him, scrap the whole thing, simplicity wins, and we made him some money. Instead of working with ultra successful status signaling people, because they're going to give you a bunch of stuff that has worked for them, but will not work for you. Find someone closer to you, meaning closer to the level you'd like to be, of course higher than you, and similar to you. Similarity matters a lot. I've seen coaches pushing their clients to do video when it doesn't come naturally to them, and they're prepping and they're trying to be, all natural and charismatic on video, but it doesn't come to them naturally. They're super uncomfortable on screen. They're messing it up. They're awkward. Their viewers are awkward. It's just awkward all around. I've seen other coaches telling their clients to write out long, scientifically written, well thought out stuff, but these people are more intuitive. It doesn't come to them. I always tell my clients, look, we're going to build a business around you in your strengths. We're not going to force you to be me. And so find someone like that. I'm not telling you to find me. What you're looking for is the chances of the transfer of success to be as high as possible. It's going to be as low as possible if you work with someone only for status, because you want the money they have. It's going to be high when you can relate to a person, be like, this person's like me and successful. They'll probably help me out. Boys and girls, that's been my TED Talk for a Monday. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Keep flexing. Bye-bye.